This guide will walk you through creating a program or session within the GoX Pro app. We will show you how to add a program, add, replace or delete exercises and changing exercises parameters like reps, weight and sets. We will look at the contextual menu as well as the 2 different exercises libraries available to you. At the end you will learn how to save the program as a template and how to share it with your client. Start by accessing the Client tab on the navigation in the coaching part. Choose the client you want to program for. In the client profile, navigate to Programs. Click Add on the right to add a new program. For this tutorial we have chosen to create an evolving program. This option gives you the choice between a 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5-day program. An evolving program is designed to evolve or change from session to session or from week to week. Click on the Add button to proceed and get started with your program. Start by naming your program. You also have the option to enter the client's goals and other parameters like their resting heart rate, anaerobic threshold, session numbers and any contraindication to their training. You can write notes to the client or coaches, as well as specify which areas to strengthen and to stretch with this program. Click on the plus to start adding exercises. Here we see your program build options. You can fast-track your program build by adding 1 or more program templates. You can also choose to start by adding an exercise section title, and then adding a circuit or individual exercises. The Rapid Add Exercise function allows you to find and add selected exercises super fast. For the purposes of this tutorial, we'll click the Add Exercise button. Then, we choose an exercise and click the Add button. Now that we've added an exercise from the warm-up category, it's been added with its corresponding customizable section title. We have the option to set the parameters for this exercise. Or, we can continue building the program by clicking the plus button. Next we will show you how to toggle between the 2 exercise libraries. Here you see the muscle group exercise library, where we can first search by exercise type, for example, warm-up, resistance training or cardio, etc. If we choose for example resistance training, then a silhouette of the body will appear. We can then choose which area of the body we want to train by clicking one of the green zones on the silhouette. Or, we can select other more specific exercises by clicking on one of the additional exercise categories below the silhouettes. Once you click on an area, you can specify which particular muscle or muscle group you want to train. Then select to view the appropriate exercises. Choose the particular exercise you would like to use. Next you can modify the exercise parameters. Do this by configuring the number of sets and reps, add the weight and choose between kilograms or pounds. Set a rest period between sets. Indicate a percentage of your client's 1 rep max, or set the reps in reserve for this exercise. You can also add supersets, and set up to a 4-phase tempo for the movement of the exercise. All these customizable controls, and more are at your fingertips. At the business level you can configure your default exercise parameters in the MAD. We'll show you how to do this in another tutorial video on how to set yourself up on the platform. To add additional sets, simply click the Add Set button shown here. Below each set, we can prescribe a certain tempo for each rep. In the same way we can leave notes for the client on the complete program. You can also include notes or exercise instructions for individual exercises. These will be visible on the program in your client's mobile app. Click on the Add button to confirm and add the exercise with all parameters updated. Create supersets easily by clicking the arrows and confirming with the Save button. Clicking the up arrow will link this exercise to the one before it. Clicking the down arrow links it to the exercise after it. And yes, you guessed it, clicking both arrows links this exercise with the exercise before and after it. To open up the contextual menu of functions whilst on a desktop, right-click on an exercise or exercise section title. If you're on a mobile device, simply hold your finger down on an exercise or exercise section title for 1 second. This will bring up the same contextual menu. In the menu you have the options to insert a program template, insert a section title, insert or move an exercise, insert a custom exercise or delete an item such as an exercise or a section title. Now that we've added an exercise, here's how you can quickly add another exercise, using the rapid insert function. Start typing your exercise name and click enter. Choose the specific exercise you want, then click add and stay. This allows you to add the exercise to your program, while keeping the exercise selector open, so that you can continue adding more exercises. Once you are finished, click add and close, to close the window and return to your program. On the right you will find the options menu. Select the Save as Template option if you'd like to save this program to your program templates, to use with other clients. From this menu you can also share the program with your client, so that they have access to it on their app. You could also choose to invite them to download the client app here. When a client is invited to download the client app, they receive an email with a username and password, and a link to the App Store or Play Store, to download their free client app. Once you've invited your client to get the client app, you can use the Simulate Client App feature to see how the program looks on the client-facing application. This button at the top right will give you an alternate session view. This alternate session view displays all exercises with their corresponding titles, images or videos. This tutorial covered the steps on how to build a program or session in the GoExpro app, including adding exercises, setting parameters, saving templates, and sharing the program with your client via their mobile app.